on the show. The show is on the road, folks, the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time and support. This one, folks, the Chocolatito you can consider his last hoorah, right? Taking on Yafai. This is a tough fight for me because if you've been watching the Double RT Boxing Show, you know I created the show 2 years ago. This is season 5, and if you've been watching that whole time, thank you for that strong, loyal support. For your new ones who just tuned in right now for the first time, that's when this show created. Quick brief: we cover 1 through 15. We'll talk about the belts to get along. So basically, when those prospects become contenders, we cover them along the way. And I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh shit, like I caught on to Chocolatito, I guess, as HBO start putting them on Triple G's cards, you know. So I'm not a Chocolatito historian, you know. So I guess I'm catching him at the tail end of his career. So that's all I got to judge him on, you know. I didn't see the whole pound for pound guy that everyone kept talking about. By the time I start watching him, he was getting knocked the fuck out. So him going against Yafai, it's tough because off the back, I'm going with Chocolatito as the better boxer. At least the one who could throw the combination smoothest, punch selection. I'll pick him probably as the better boxer. It's very interesting because both these guys like to apply the mental pressure and physical pressure. So they like to break you down both ways. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to get pushed back, who's going to voluntarily take the back foot. Can someone afford to voluntarily take the back foot and become a back foot boxer? Can someone do the switcheroo? Can someone do an AJ on Ruiz? Can someone do a charge forward, and if they want, go backwards like a Tyson Fury? If that is possible, just in my head and watching the styles, I will think Chocolatito would probably be the better back foot boxer. But I don't necessarily think that is a good thing for him, because if Yafai is making him a back foot fighter, I would think at this natural size, Yafai is probably the stronger, solid, heavier body than Chocolatito. So if he's able to push Chocolatito back, that's not a good sign in my point. I think he's going to be winning the fight, not walking into traps. As far as Chocolatito being able to push Yafai back with combinations and pressure, I don't see. Now, it could be round 5 or 6 when he starts putting combinations on him and he has no choice but to retreat. Then maybe that might happen. But I'm thinking Yafai might take this one in the biggest step up. You know, I think he's going to make an ugly, close-in fight. Pick his shots. He's pretty good at picking his shots, landing his shots. His power seems to be accumulation of punches, late rounds. Same with Chocolatito from what I'm seeing as what I caught of him. He hasn't, like I said, from the time I caught his career, he hasn't got many knockouts, except for these last 2 fights, which he's supposed to. In the first get back fight, he didn't look too superb. His last fight was a whatever fight, tick over fight. So in that case, Yafai's becoming champ. Well, he's been champion. He's been active, better competition, more challenging competition, staying in a condition. And I think for that fact, I think he's just gonna maul. I think he has a attitude with him. He could fight. If you're gonna say this is a black and white area type fighter, clean fighter, dirty fighter, I think Yafai is more like a maybe he kind of gets in the gray area. And I don't know, like I said, from what I've seen, as good as Chocolatito is, sometimes when a person is too good, too technical, a roughhouser could mess them up, you know? Kind of like a perfect example was Salido and Lomachenko. You know, no one would ever pick that outcome, but the fact that he made it ugly and roughed up the technical fighter was fucking lost in there. And I haven't. I'm picking Yafai on that type of level fight. Here, just getting close. Cause like I said, both these fighters like to come close, control center. So I think the clinching is going to be easy to do. Forearm into the head, you know, rubbing shoulders in his eye, just putting weight on Chocolatito, and you know, little shots here and there. I think he's gonna pull it off. I'm going with Yafai, but I can see Chocolatito picking him off, because if Yafai don't come in with a jab, I can see Chocolatito combinating his ass, just picking him off and knocking him out, maybe like in 9th round, just with a wear and tear. But I'm going with Yafai by a split decision, and remaining the 115 champion for the WBA, which is gonna be tough, cause after this he has to face fucking Andrew Maloney. That's gonna be a tough fight. To me that's a tougher fight for Chocolatito than it is Yafai. That's just my opinion. Thank you for the time and support. I'm the Mr. A from the host of the Double RT Boxing Show. You can follow me at Twitter at RRTB Show, at RRTB Show. Again, we're picking Yafai to maul, make it dirty, repeat a Salido Lomachenko type performance, and stop the last hoorah of Chocolatito. My opinion, my prediction, my breakdown right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. On the road, on the go. Thank you for your time and support.